Did good.
Thank you. Well, hey, welcome back to Personal Foul. Mike, let's talk a little high school football.
Yeah, let's. The Tigers looked pretty good this last weekend against Bristow. How did you think that the defense played this weekend or last Friday?
Anytime you pitch a shutout, your defense must have played pretty good. And I know we even got a few youngsters in there. We were playing a few young guys. Well, our team's pretty young, in general. But we got a few of those second guys in there. So anytime you have a shutout,
it's all good when you have a shutout. I mean,
a lot of hard hits. We did well swarming to the ball. Things like that. See, I noticed things like not just one kid making the tackle, but I noticed things like when one kid hits him, the rest of the Tigers fall in line. They swarm. Those coaches teach those kids to swarm the ball. Don't just sit back and watch. You want a ticket, go buy it, sit in the stands.
A lot of times you don't want one guy making the tackle. You want 3 or 4 guys in the tackle, and then 3 or 4 right there waiting to make the tackle.
A host of Tigers.
That's right.
And they'll even say that on the announcer. He'll say, host of Tigers.
Yeah, that's always a good thing.
I always hated it because then I'm like,
I was on the bottom of the...
I was on the bottom. I always tried to get up. I always tried to get up slower, and make my number big so that
what you do is you go and you aim right at the guy at the press box.
You always walk this way a little bit towards the press box, so that way they can see you. Like Terry Brandon, he's up there spotting for my dad.
Yeah.
Does announcing that way he could see my number. And
know exactly.
Jared Kennedy on the tackle. Oh, me? Thanks.
Yeah, appreciate that.
But anyways, we got some scores from around. Well, let's talk about the offense.
Offense.
Jumping ahead. Sorry about that.
Hey, offensively, we looked good. We started off a little bit slow, but boy, once we got, you know how it is. Once Coach Shute makes those adjustments at halftime, it's just like a lot of times we have just rolled in the second half.
Coaching doesn't just take place during the week and then it's game time. Let's roll. Those coaches are making adjustments first quarter, but especially second half. You get in there, and we've all played football. When you go into the halftime, you're splitting up the. Back when I was playing, linemen were going this way, the receivers, quarterbacks were going one way, and they're drawing up on the chalkboard, hey, this is what's happening, this is the adjustments we need to make.
I'll tell you one other thing that happened with Bristow is you notice they didn't have a lot of guys. And, Cushing's got a lot of guys over there right now. They've got good numbers, and so we kind of wore them down in the second half. Bristow was pretty worn down, I believe.
That's right. So, overall, pretty good game by the Tigers.
Good game. Hey, running backs looked really good. I know they used about 3 guys. Houchins, Parker, and Dakota Lee, and they all look good.
They look real good. We got like a committee of running backs, and you want that. You don't want to have to just rely on one guy. It's nice to be able to plug anybody in there and it just flow with our offense.
That's right.
And then Ian did an excellent job, commanding.
He sure did.
The offense. Well, let's move around and check out some scores from around the league. Of course, Cushing Bristow's 41-0. Kingfisher versus Woodward, 38-0. Kingfisher.
Kingfisher's good.
That's right. Oklahoma Centennial won 46-6 over Capitol Hill. Perkins won 31-28 over Sequoia.
Yeah, that's a good win.
That is. Here's one. Blackwell versus Perry. Blackwell got that one 22-6. It was kind of somebody made that noise. And no comment there. Manford versus McLean. Manford lost that one 43-7. So some high-ended scores around the league. But hey, Mike, we got to take a break real quick. We'll be back with some more Personal Foul right after this.